Hello, it's me again, and this is my second video to talk about education. And some of you might watch my last one already, and thank you for watching my first one. And now you can watch my second one. And I think after my second one, depending on how much I get for like, and then subscribe, and then I will see whether I want to continue to do the videos. But anyway, back to the point. Now, some of you might think that why on earth you want to talk about, how to choose a school, which school suitable for my child, and also, this topic. Should I send my child to tuition school? Wow. What about scholarship test class? Wow. But why? Seriously, why? Is it because your child is not catching up at school? Or you want more and you want more and more? That's I'm asking you the questions. Tuition school is not bad. It's a good idea if your child really needs the support. But if your child is stably doing fine, why don't you just get them to pick up another hobby, interest that they like? Maybe learning a language, maybe another an musical instrument, or maybe a sport, or maybe just spend time with you, talking, enjoying the family bonding time. Yeah. Again, that's why I'm just not sure. Can I share with you my personal experience? I've got two children, one daughter and one son. And basically, my son has been going to tuition school from prep all the way to year 8, I think. Yeah, because my husband is a typical honkies, very traditional mind, not going to tuition school. Mm, is bad luck. It's no good. Our child will fall behind. Oh, my child, our child will not be as good as someone else. Seriously, come on, look at our sons now. He's happy. He's doing what he wants. He's earning what he needs. Yeah, I'm happy for him. I'm proud of my son and my daughter. Yeah, she never gone to a tuition school until later on when she was in, I think a little bit in primary, dropped and then gone back to the tuition school in high school, maybe a year and a half or something like that, and then she dropped. But seriously, I'm happy for my daughter, right? Both of my children are not getting their 99.999999998 score, but you know what? They still get a job. And the job that they want to do now, they are doing now actually, is what they want. And they are happy for their life. And that's what I want. I want my child, my children to be healthy and happy. And that is the foundation of life for me as a mother. Okay. Anyway, back to the point. I'm talking about the tuition school. Okay, yes, definitely tuition school is helpful, but don't 100%. Please do not. Please, please, please do not 100% rely on it, thinking that they will give your child the best score ever. Because, as I said in my previous video, study, learning, getting a good score is very up to the individual student as well. Are they able to cope? Are they able to really do well with what they are expected to do, to get? Or are they forced into it? Yeah, I'm telling you, yes, you got to think about that. And also, tuition school is just helping you just in case if your child is not up to the standard, you want to bring them a standard. But please don't underestimate the teachers at school, whether it's government school or private school, religion school. As long as we are teachers, we want to do the best for your student. Hmm. Sounds really familiar, isn't it? Many of you will say that, huh, come on, I heard about that from school. Well, this is what we want to do. But the thing is, will the students cooperate? Will the student able to absorb in there to digest and learn to remember? That's another thing. You can't really blame on the teachers or the school that we're not doing well. We try our best as well. Don't forget, a lot of us in the classroom are not really doing our best, as in like getting our 200% knowledge and skills from here to give it to your student, teach your student, your child, because discipline problems, maybe something might happen in the middle of the class, maybe, I don't know. I find teachers are more stressed now because they have to manage so many other things that when they are meant to be, it's their core business. Seriously, what is your core business, right? Teaching. Some of us might not able to do our best for that because we have got other things that we need to be managed and look after in the class. That's why. That's why tuition school is not bad. It's good. It's okay. Only if you need it. But if you really think that no, if my child is not doing tuition school, they're going to be fall behind. Oh, maybe some other reason that make them not able to catch up. Do they have too much free time playing online games on their iPhone, looping social medias? Will it be like that? I don't know. But definitely, if someone asks me, hey, Carrie, what do you think? I send my kid to tuition school, I will ask them, what's the average score? If your child is really behind, then send them to tuition school. If your child is okay, let them let them let them go through the system. Let them go through. Why stress them, with extra loading of, work when they already have too much work from school and then so on. Oh, some parents actually say to me, Carrie, that's not enough homework. That's why I'm sending them to tuition school. Oh my gosh. Oh my dear, 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 dear parents. Please don't think like that. Okay? In Australia, when you study, you need to understand what you're reading. Okay? Can I tell you the truth? English is number one important tool to go through the education. I was a EAL student. I find it so hard to manage my day-to-day studies when I was young. Yes. One time I was young too. Okay. Anyway, English is very important. So you want to encourage your student to read in English, not just reading English as well. If they have their uh what do you call that? Background, yes, background language, right? Like me, mine is Cantonese, mine is Cantonese is my my mother tongue, but Chinese Mandarin I can speak a little bit because I learned it, all right, at uni. Don't ask me my VCE score. I remember it. It wasn't good. Okay. But if they have a chance to learn the language, get them to learn the language, right? At the end of this video, let me show you why I'm asking you this question. Think about language, okay? What about music instrument? That help them along. Why you want to learn a music instrument? Why you play a sport? Yeah, why you join, all these other teamwork activities like being a scout and then scout, yeah, or playing basketball team and things like that. Anyway, if I mispronounce whatever the word, you know what I mean, teamwork, teamwork. Teamwork is I'm looking for, right? Okay. I will tell you why. Okay. At the end, toward the end of the video. Okay. To the tuition school. Tuition school is basically just giving knowledge into your child's head, which you can do that, which the school has already done. Yeah. Simple as that. Um, Second point, scholarship. Do I need to send my child to a scholarship class to get a scholarship? Seriously, if you really think that you want to send your child to private school, if you really think that you really want to send your child to scholarship, private school use scholarship, yes, it's okay. But please remember, once they got the scholarship, are they able to cope with the work, with their study at school? Because they have already got the mentality that, yep, I was very good um, to get the scholarship, and that's why I got into the private school. Some students are thinking like that, and that's why by the time they go to the school, they gone into the school that they got the scholarship, or whatever they do to get in there, they become like, yeah, been there, done that. Are they able to pick up the game continuously and able to do well? That's another fact, isn't it? So scholarship is basically prepare you, the scholarship classes prepare you for sitting for scholarship test. But is it necessary? I don't know. It's up to you. But for me, I have never sent my kids to do any scholarship. I admit, my husband actually sent my son, our son, to the um selective school exam. Yes, yeah, my son sat in one of those. Yes, he did. Well, you know, my husband is very typical honkies anyway, and they think that, yeah, give him a chance. If he give him a chance to try out, if he can actually do it, get in there. But you know what? I'm so glad my son did not get into selective school. You know why? Because after he did not get in, he was actually was very well. He was actually the second group. You know, when you went for the selective school, they have got the top, percent, whatever the percent they get in, and then the second lot is actually the one underneath, and then my son was actually the borderline, the borderline, yeah, the borderline just there. And I'm still very glad that he didn't go to the selective school. Why? Because he stayed back to where he was in the government school. He had so many leadership opportunities for him to train himself to become a very independent students. And now he's a very independent young man. Same as my daughter, all right? She never gone to any, leadership roles, but the teachers really look up on her because she show her maturity in her, her everyday, high school life. She looked after a lot of things at school, not being a leader, but able to do things without supervisions and things like that. The teachers looked up on her, and now she actually kind of like a leader, you know, in her work, even though she's not, but she can able to do her work so well without, you know, any difficulties, any troubles. No. And she had a very good um relationship with her work colleagues and also her people at her workplace. You know what I mean? So necessary that selective school is good for your child? Yes, it could be. But again, do you need to send your child to those tuition school to go in through all these studies and get the score? Be honest with you, when I was still a teacher, there were two Chinese students. They got into one of the well-known boy selective school in Melbourne, the boys' school. You know which one, yeah? This one. Yeah? Yeah. Okay. After they got in second year, they came back to the school and visit us, and it was very coincident, and I was very happy that they came into my room and say hi to me. We had a very brief chat. Be honest with you, they got in there after so many years of the tuitions. They actually told me this is exactly what they say. They say we gave back to what our parents wanted, which is going to the selective school. Did they really study well? No, they didn't. They literally passed, just passed. They did not even get 99.999 whatever. They just got whatever they want to get in to uni with the score, ATA score, and that's it. So not necessarily all the selective school is for every single student. But again, you might say to me, well, Carrie, you know what? Selective school, the connection is very good. Yes, it is. But again, for how long? Isn't it? For how long? And the connection, is it really for the future, the career pathway, or personal life, friendship? That is the most important things. I have let me count. I have, you know, not many, very, very, very close friends that I have known them since year nine, and we still hang around from my high school. And I went to a government school, and I think it's just depending on the people, the student, the friendship that they actually, you know, developed, from their school, and then see how they actually, you know, grow and then continue. Some might fall apart, so not necessarily that is really good for the connection. It's also depending on individual students whether they are willing to continue that, friendship with those friends, and how many of them and why, and then, and how do they, maintain that, friendship. It's a lot of facts behind those kind of, things that you are thinking of. Selective school is good because it's a good connection and all things like, yes, but depends. What's the purpose, isn't it? Yeah. So basically, I want to tell you is this: tuition school, yes, when you really need it. It's not like, that child, you know, Mrs. Smith child goes to tuition school. My child must go too. Yeah. Don't disadvantage our child. It's no one disadvantage your child. It's only you as a parent think about it and disadvantage your child. Mm, very honest talk, telling you the truth. Okay, scholarship, yes, but think about it. If you really go through the scholarship, will your child able to study independently by themselves at the school, especially private school? Yes, it's going to be a little bit cheaper for you to pay, but will they able to handle? Do they have any other issues? Yeah, so you got to think about that as well. What's the purpose for you to really send them to scholarship classes, in those tuition school? Um, one year when my daughter was in this particular famous tuition school in Box Hill, she bumped into one of my teacher, and my teacher actually got my daughter sitting in her class, listen to the student who are going to go for the scholarship interview. And they have a booklet for that. And guess what? My daughter came home and said, oh my gosh, mom, I don't think those kids will able to get scholarship. And if they do, I'll be thinking why they get it. Do you know why? They got a booklet. They got all the topics. They can't actually even talk about it. Why you want to train your child to perform at the scholarship interview? It meant to be from the heart, from the brain. Talk about it. Yeah, it's not train out. So be careful, be mindful about those things that I'm talking about. Yeah, school is not dumb. Principal is not dumb, right? They can spot it out straight away very easily. But anyway, it's up to you what you want to do. But I just told you what I heard, what I heard, what I saw, and how I feel about, those scholarship, interview and testing and those scholarship, preparation class. That's all. It is a selective school. Okay, selective school, accelerated classes and things like that is really depending on your child. If you really think that your child will able to drill and drill and drill, think again. One point I want to tell you is this. If you think that the accelerated class will continue in VCE, no, it's not. they will put back into the mainstream and it's continue to studies. All right. By the time that the student is going through their VCE years, they are not going to go into that accelerated class of math. No, they will just go into a class according to like whether it's math further, method, or specialist. That's all they get in. All right. And also, don't forget, selective school is not for every single child. All right. Selective school is more talking about students who can actually think more outside their boxes. If they train to think more outside their boxes, that might not be the case, because I know that some selective school, the way they teach is not really traditional, that the teachers in the front, which chapter are we looking at? Let's look into that. No, they are more inquiry based, which is like teachers as a supporter, as a guide, and able to teach them. But again, obviously they do have the traditional setting, but after that, every single student will get onto their own studies and their own research in order for them to think broadly, yeah, and develop their skills into finding knowledge by themselves. So basically, those are the things that you're looking into. If your child is able to demonstrate those skills, yep, go ahead, try the selective school. If not, maybe get them to a school that they are more catering for. Yeah. Or the more they can, or your child is more fit in, to go through their schooling here. Yeah, that's it. Tuition school, selective school, and scholarship preparation class. That's how I feel. Sorry if I say something that really hurt you. Hmm, I don't mean it, but this is how I felt, and that's how I see about the education. Okay, anyway, if you have any questions, you know where to find me. Yep, just recognize my face. You know where to find me. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it, like it. If you want to subscribe, subscribe. If not, never mind. I'm okay with that. Have a good time. See you later. Bye.